Hello everybody, this is the Penalty Channel, and today I'm doing a wonderful review about Lucifer, Episode 13, Season 3. Let's get on it and go on this journey together, okay? Let's discuss it. Where it starts off, Peace, the captain of the police force like that, A.K. Canaan, go to Lucifer's, apartment, and, Lucifer comes out with a train saw, and he's like, that won't work, okay? I did it before. He's like, I would just heal it. This was like Wolverine. You have be two of you. He's like, no. One side would heal, other person's side would just be dead. I even jumped in a volcano once, and that was, first couple of months after that. I just heal. Just a body parts. I can't die. And Liz was okay. And he grabs his demon blade and throws it in his bag. And he's like, I should have known you couldn't fucking kill me. And he's like, okay, I'll do my best. I'll figure things out. It cuts off to the police station. You see, no, my bad. It cuts off to basically, you see the detective and her ex-husband like this walk into a crime scene, and you find out this girl has been put in a wood chipper, getting cut up, and she's loved by the community. Like this is, it's pretty sad. Everybody's crying, and they're trying to find the killer. Then it cuts off to this police station, and you see Lucifer sit back like this, talking to freaking captain of the police force, Peace, like that, A.K. Canaan, and he's like, trying to be the counselor. He's like, tell me how you feel. I need to know what the person is to find your weakness like this. And he's like, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna tell you who I am. You should just figure out how to kill me. That's all you need to do to know. I'm not gonna talk to you unless it's in cases. He's like, fine. And then he works with the next part is you basically see Maze walk up to freaking Lucifer's mom's vessel, and so you smell. No, before that, she's basically like showing for the war. Let's go back a little bit. Maze is showing freaking Lucifer weapons of like hell, and like Lucifer's like, none of that will work. It's not a big deal. Blah blah blah. Now back to this, okay? My bad. I missed that part earlier. I apologize. Yeah, Maze walks up to her. And she's like, you smell really good. Damn, there's something about you. After she talked to one of the cops about finding a case, but she wasn't really interested in that. And she's like, damn, girl, I'm about to catch this one guy, and I'll see you later. And then it cuts off to freaking the detective and freaking Lucifer going back to his club. And Lucifer's like, give me a special drink. And it has a little bit of drugs in this, and then Lucifer drinks with him and talks to the guy, and then they find out the drug dealer like this, and she's like, oh, yeah, it's not as good. Lucifer's like, oh, it's as good as it used to be. She's like, oh yeah, this girl she does bake really good, but she doesn't work there anymore. She died. And like, oh really? And so you find out that the girl died. The same name as the girl we got killed. Well, there, okay. Let's investigate this drug dealer. And then the detective's like this, we need SWAT, we need a freaking permit, we need all this, like this. We can't just go in gun blazing, Lucifer. So you see Lucifer, after he cuts off this, Lucifer goes up to the drug guy's house and wrecks house. He kicks all the people's out. It was kind of like a little bit racist because every Asian person kung fu, and like the knives, I was just laughing. I was like, okay, big deal, it's still fine. He goes in, he finally meets the boss. The boss is like, what are you doing here? He's like, I can't help you out to make a deal, and then you do me a favor. He's like, okay. And then it cuts off basically like he's in the detective office. The detective's like thinking interrogating him, and he's like, well, I thought she was really dead. She fooled me, And she was like, oh, okay. And she was my best drug dealer. And then when I found out she was still alive, she paid me all my money back, and I forgave her. I actually begged her to come back, because we lost 40% of our customers because I couldn't make the good enough drugs she did. I won, so she was worth more in your life. She's like, yeah. So even if you didn't kill her, you're still going to jail for this. You know that? He's like, yeah, but so what? I'm just trying to do my civic duty. Like this. Even my man would help you out too. It's not a big deal. He's like, okay. So you get all the information out. He basically tells where she's staying at now. It cuts off like this, like, oh, we can talk to the freaking the captain now. They talk to the captain, and they plan to do a sting operation undercover like that. It's kind of funny, like the captain and Lucifer tend to be a gay couple, like that, newlyweds moving to this new town like this. Well, they have a welcoming community. They brought food over. They start eating food. They had dinner with this, and then you see Pete's all pissed off. He's like, his little mean face, and Lucifer's always charming them. And supposedly for them, thinking like supposedly like at the neighborhood they were at, somebody was putting like hateful letters in there and like trying to kill people like that and saying you shouldn't do this stuff. So back to this. After the dinner was done, Lucifer thinks I'm gonna be the worst neighbor ever. She's like playing music, having girls pop their ass in the dance, pop their ass outside in the grass like that, cutting the hedges. Well, the guy comes in, put a letter in his like mailbox saying, "Hey, you should stop this shit now." The detective arrests his ass. They interview him, and he said, "This letter is not the letter you found. The threat in the letter is not for me. This is stupid, like this." And it just comes up later on, and he's like, "No," so they let him go. And they have a little, the next scene is you see the freaking detective's husband and Lucifer's vessel, like this, and they're all talking, eating nice dinner, and like, he's telling how he feels, like this, and Maze comes up, basically ruins the dinner, like this, and like, "Oh, you're so sexy," and then like, Lucifer's mom walks away, and like she gets a drink, and Maze is like this. Well, for then, like, Maze basically like, the detective's like, "If you want to do a threesome, that's like the ex-husband, like, you want to do a threesome, that's cool with me. I heard it's very inspiring. I'm down with that." And it's kind of funny. And I was like, okay, yeah, any man would be okay for a threesome, but after then she walks away, and May's like, "Oh no, I'm not attracted to you because like I thought I was attracted, but I feel the fear and the sorrow and the pain you feel like this. Oh yeah, it's just like, yeah, this mom's like, I died and came back and I was in hell. And I've been going through a lot to become a better person. And I just want a normal life." She's like, "I'm not normal. Peace. I don't want to go back to that stuff." Cuts off to basically Lucifer and Peace, the captain of the police force, were having a dinner party, and they have a big fight. He walks off. The detective talks him, comes back to the dinner party, and like, him and Pete have an emotional connection. Like, it's, "Hey, I'm sorry about this. It's not a big deal. It's my fault too. I shouldn't do this." And Lucifer just kisses him like this, and like, the Pete's like, "What the fuck you doing?" But the covers will state, and they ask people to write the note, like, about how the party, how the food was, and then it gets to that one girl, back to the couple, thinking, welcome in, and then her husband's like, "No, she doesn't want to do it. She can't do it." And the detective comes behind her, and she's like, "You don't want her to sign her name because she's the one to kill her." And it turns out she thought her husband was cheating all the time. Realistically, Lucifer was like, he wasn't cheating on you. He just bought that was his drug dealer. He's like, "Oh my god." He's like, the guy's like, "I bought drugs to lose weight, to look good for you. Like I was in high school, for you not to leave me. I just love you so much." And she's like, "I love you too, baby." And like, it's sad because they reconnected, and then she got arrested, like that. It's kind of horrible, but it cuts off of that. You see freaking Lucifer's mother and Lucifer's detectives, like the ex-husband, talking like this, and he says, "You know what? Me and you never been normal like this, but it's something between us. I like you, I want to work with you. I want to be with you." And she's like, "I like you too. We can work something out." And they had a meaningful conversation. It was kind of touching. And then it cuts off to this. To basically freaking the detective walking in, and then Pete's like the captain of the police force is like, "You know what? I can't be with you. We should keep it professional, and I'm not a relationship material. I'm sorry." And she's like, "Oh my god, we had a moment." And then like, she's like, "Yes, we did, but that just proves to me I'm not a relationship material. I'm sorry." And like, she's like, "It's okay, I'll just go out with someone else. It's not a big deal." And then she said all the pain on her face, and she's digging that guy. She wants him. He's her type. That was kind of cool. And then she just goes off. It cuts off to Pete's going to looking Lucifer like this, and she like, Lucifer says, "I know who you are now. I know what you really. You're a man that's so lonely, and like everybody he loves died off of old age and tired of living, and like this, and you just want to die because you just won't want to be alone anymore. That is who you are." And he's like, no, Lucifer, that's who you are, like this. You know, you've been here for 5 years, you get attached to people, you don't know the pain and suffering I felt, dude. At least you're just looking for a best friend like that. They've been screwed over by your dad. And Lucifer's like, that is true, that is kind of me, you know. We're becoming friends like this, and I like you like this, but I promise you, I will kill you like this. And they have a touching moment, and like he's like, get the chainsaw. he's like, oh, I've been wishing for you, so that's what too. So it was kind of fun. I give this episode like 6.5. It was average. It wasn't good. It wasn't bad, but it was like, I'm looking forward to the next episode, because the next episode looks more like a Madrigal episode like this, and it looks like it'll be a good little fight between Kane and Madrigal and some other things. So maybe Madrigal gets his power back. Subscribe to me, comment, like, and what do you think of this episode? Do you think it was pretty good? Do you think it spans like the emotional depth of Lucifer and Alexander Caning like this? And yeah, you have a great day, and I'll see you for next week for episode 14 in the Penalty Channel review. So long.